Hello everyone, yes, I'm finally back, and today I was going to make a video on the ball roll move. So the ball roll move is obviously a very famous and widely used technique, and I believe it's necessary for every dribbler to be able to do a ball roll. So in this video, I'll first explain when to do the ball roll, then how to do the ball roll, and then I'll teach you a couple of drills I use myself to master this technique. So one thing that's very important to know before we find out when to use this dribble move is the fact that the ball roll is a horizontal dribble move. So what I mean by that is when you're doing the ball roll, you're moving horizontally to the side and to the side. It's not a diagonal movement where you are maybe going in onto a defender and switching directions diagonally. It's more moving to the side. So now that we know that this ball roll is a horizontal dribble move, we can find out when to use the ball roll. So since it's a horizontal dribble move, this ball roll is used when a defender is lunging in or making a tackle on you. So for example, if a defender is in front of me and I'm advancing towards him and he lunges in, that's when I will do the ball roll and exit out to the side. So now that we know when to use the ball roll, I'll be teaching you how to execute the ball roll. So the first step on how to execute the ball roll is obviously having the sole of your foot touch the top of the ball. So when I say the sole of your foot, it should be more of the upper area of your feet and not the bottom area, because it will be very hard to execute a ball roll if you're using the heel of your foot. So the second step for the ball roll is after the sole of your foot is on top of the ball, you'll be dragging the ball away. And on your left foot, it'll be the same thing. You put your sole of your foot on top of the ball and you will literally just drag the ball. You'll just drag it and just move it around to the side. Move it around to the side. And the most important part when you're dragging the ball is to make sure you drag it horizontally across your body and not diagonally forward or diagonally forward anywhere. It should be always horizontally across. So now on to the final step to execute the ball roll. This will be your last touch after you have executed the drag. So to show an example of what I mean, so let's say I'm dragging the ball with my right foot. So after I drag it with my left foot, I'll be making a touch forward to obviously after I evade the defender's tackle, I'll be moving forward nearer to the goal. And there are also variations to the ball roll. For example, on the last touch, it does not always have to be forward. It can also be used as a ball holding technique by midfielders or anybody else to maybe move the ball backwards again. So I'll show some examples of it right now. So now I'm going to show you a couple of drills that I used to master this technique. So the first drill is going to be toe taps, because many beginners, when they first start doing the ball roll, struggle with actually making contact with the ball with the sole of their feet. Many times they try and do a roll, but they end up not even touching the ball. They end up like touching that or something, and that's obviously not a good ball roll. So to prevent that from happening, toe taps will be a very good drill. To practice knowing the distance between your body and the ball so that your soles can always be touching the ball every time you do a ball roll. Now the second drill that I've prepared for you guys, I actually don't know the name of it, but I've just been doing this for a pretty long time. It's also a really good way to warm up before a game, just to get your feet ready and just feet warmed up for the game. So I don't know the name of this drill, by the way, so I'll just be showing you how to do it. So for the third exercise and third drill that I'm showing you, it will basically be just practicing moving and dragging the ball along with the sole of your feet. So if you have a cone, or you can use any object. So for example, I'm using my dog's toy right here because I do not have access to a cone right now. So you'll basically just be drawing your ball into a circle or a square shape by just dragging it along this cone. And you'll be doing this the opposite direction as well. And you'll also be doing it with your left foot. I recommend doing around 10 circles or 10 rectangles on each direction with each foot. So that'll be a very good way to train your dragging ability with the sole of your feet. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my video on how to do the ball roll. And make sure to practice this move a lot by using the drills that I showed you before you bring this in a game. Because obviously it's very different situation when you're putting it off in game. So you have to be able to master it in practice so that you can show it off in game. And thank you for watching.